Bro, can I be honest with you? Can I be direct and honest with you in this video? Here's the honest truth. Your dating strategy, it sucks. And I'm not being rude, I'm not being an asshole, but I have to be direct because you're not going to change unless you see that there's a problem. And for most guys in this world, yourself included, their dating strategy, it sucks. How do I know that? Well, you wouldn't have clicked on this video if everything was just working out perfectly for you. Let's be honest here, okay? So let me explain how to fix it. And let me explain what the issue is first and foremost. So let's look at the overall dating market at a high level. So there's two main ways that guys meet women, either in person or through dating apps. Let's talk about dating apps first and foremost. When it comes to dating apps, most guys are performing absolutely terribly. Terribly. Why is that? Well, it's because there's a couple different things that impact their number of matches. It's your photo, it's your bio, and it's how you message women. So if those three things aren't dialed in, well, then you're not going to get many dates from dating apps. So you're not going to have a great dating life. Okay, so most guys, they pick out a few random photos of them in the gym doing a selfie or a few photos that they think look okay, and they just hope for the best. And then their bio is boring. And when they message girls, they're like, hey, with a couple Y's, or they send an emoji. In all of these things, every single area is fucked. And they meet very few, if any, girls through dating apps. So the first part of dating apps, it produces no results. Well, let's move to the second area, which is in person. Well, when it comes to in person, most guys don't take things in their own hands. They just sit by and they wait for some girl to just hopefully stumble into their friend group or hopefully stumble into working at their workplace or just happen to chance upon her through social events. They just hope that it happens. They never go out in cold approach. When they see a beautiful girl in the street, they're too scared to talk to her. So they just wait and wait and wait. So and the issue here is that waiting might work if they had a strong social life and they were actually meeting new girls consistently, but they have a non-existent social life, but they just wait and hope. So in person is fucked. So both dating apps and in person are both fucked, which are the two main mechanisms for meeting women, and they wonder why they're stuck. They're stuck because both of the main vehicles, both of the main magnets for attracting women, they're screwed. So how do you fix this? Well, the answer is very simple. Number one, by fixing both of these areas. And at a high level, when it comes to romance and relationships, there's two main issues. Either you're not meeting the right girls or you're not able to keep the right girls. So what we're talking about right now is just meeting women. And keeping the right woman is another issue, which I talk about in my coaching, but I talk about meeting women too. But for now, let's just talk about meeting women specifically, okay? So when it comes to meeting women, if you want to meet more of the right women, well, you have to fix in person, you have to fix dating apps. So the quickest way to do that is by doing a couple simple things. When it comes to dating apps specifically, you have to improve your photos, create photos that tap into the psychological triggers, the biological triggers that women look for in every man. Because, again, attraction, I talk about this all the time. Attraction is like flavors in a food. When you can tap into the right things, sweetness, savoriness, not bitter. It's the same thing with women. When you tap into the right traits, they don't have to think about if they like how you taste. No, they just, they just feel it instantly. It's automatic. There's no thinking necessary. So the point here is that when your photos tap into the right traits, and when your bio taps into the right traits, and when your messaging taps into the right traits, well, then dates just happen automatically. And at that point, when you have more and more dates coming in, well, if you are the right man and you present yourself the right way in person, well, then very quickly, you're going to have a very abundant dating life with either multiple women or a long-term relationship with the right girl for you. But again, most guys just don't do these steps. And that's what I coach my guys on is That's what I coach my guys on, is exactly how to go through this process and get amazing results by just changing small things. One of my mentors, he told me that small hinges move big doors. Small hinges move big doors. And it is the most truthful statement in this world. The tiniest tweaks and changes can completely transform every area of your life. And the same thing applies to dating. So just simply optimizing your photos, your bio, and your messaging can overnight transform your results. I did this myself on dating apps about a year ago, and overnight I literally 4x'd my matches. I didn't think it was possible. And for my clients, some of them hadn't been on dates in 6+ years, and they just started having 3 dates in their first week. Another guy, he hadn't been on a date in a year, and he got 15 dates in his first month. So when you make simple changes, everything changes. If you're making the right changes. And of course, it requires the right roadmap. You know, a lot of guys, most guys, 95% of guys, rather, don't know exactly what women are looking for, because it really is a bit complex. But that's why I coach my guys on exactly what to do and I remove the thought from this process for them and make it simple. And beyond that, when it comes to in-person, well, you have to start meeting girls in person and not just waiting. So what that means is, when you see that beautiful girl walking down the street or in the grocery store or at the gym, going to talk to her. Not just sitting there and staring, oh, she's so beautiful. No, bro, stop. Stop. Like, your forefathers literally sailed across oceans just for exploration, just for conquest, just for adventure. And you're over here sat down on the bench in the gym, and you see her and you're just, I'm scared to talk to her. Like, bro, respectfully, it's soft, and you can do better. And when you're consistently meeting women in person, and you're consistently matching with women on dating apps, well, then your entire dating issue and your entire feeling of loneliness, it's solved. Now, there's a couple caveats here. When it comes to dating apps, you can't just go out there and take a professional photo shoot and expect it to solve all of your issues. Because if you do a photo shoot and you're just posing in a weird way, and you seem like you're trying too hard, or you're not tapping into the right traits, well, even a professional photo shoot might not do the right job. You have to get the right type of photos that tap into the things that women are looking for. Things like resourcefulness, things like intelligence, things like social status, things like warmth, things like empathy. There's so many sub-traits that you need to tap into in your photos. And if you do these the right way, again, attraction becomes automatic. And it's the same way when it comes to in-person approaches. Yes, talking to girls in person is better than just sitting on the sidelines. Taking action is better than not taking action. But if you want to maximize your results, you have to take the right type of action, which means that your approaches have to be guided by the right psychology, by the right framework. And this is why a lot of guys who do approaches, they don't get the greatest results. It's possible to approach girls and get rejected. It happens. And it happens to a lot of guys. So again, taking action is better than not. But the best way to take action is to take action with the right roadmap. Okay? So that's what I help with. So if you need help in this area, then book a call down below. I can help you. I can give you some guidance in this area. But regardless of whether or not you do the booking call or not, I don't really care. What I do care about is you taking action. Because, again, this world is so full of lost men who are weak and who aren't leaders for their communities, who aren't taking action, who are afraid to take risks. And it makes the world worse for everyone, bro. When men don't step up as men, everybody loses. Men, women, the world, our communities, we all lose. So, just look inside yourself and realize that you can be more. You can do more. And then go do it. All right? Anyways, man, I wish you the best. That's my input for today. When you do these things, your dating life will completely change. Godspeed, brother. Peace.